Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new painting tutorial, and this time I'm going to paint one of the Silver Tower characters. Let me check the name. I'm not yet familiar with the names of these guys, so this time I'm going to paint the Tenebrael shard. So it's like a dark elf or dark elf. And yeah, I will paint this. This is going to be the first miniature I will do in painting tutorial. I will try to do all the miniatures in painting tutorial from the Silver Tower tomb. So we start with that, and I will start doing applying the base color for the skin, and I will use Racquer Flesh. I will go for a very pale greyish skin tone. And I will apply Racquer Flesh on all the parts that I want to be skin. I will use the tail brush, to be fair. I want to be precise on the painting. So we are going to apply this base color on all what we think is skin. Okay. So I can start with the face. The base, if you want to know how the base was done, I did a weekly painting on the base a couple of weeks ago, something like that, during the month of June. So yeah, if you want to know it, you don't find it, just drop me a message and I will look it for you. If I forgot to put the link in the description below. Okay, so this is a way I do the bases. I want to do the bases for the Silver Tower. I find other ones, I will do some different ones. I will show you, but the painting job is going to be quite similar on all of them. But I will keep showing during this month and the month of August. So yeah, as you can see, just applying the base color. It's quite a palette tone, little bit creamy. Okay, so I will apply the base color on all the skin, and I will be back once this is done. Okay, this how looks like after doing the skin. Here I wanted to do skin, but at the end I changed mindset. I was hesitating if I do this on black like in the artwork, but at the end I decided to do like if the skin is showing off. But then here I will paint it black as is in the artwork. So now I'm going to go for black. Okay, I will paint the areas that I want them to be black, and I will paint also. This is the thing I'm still hesitating, is if I want to do the hair black or pale grey. I think I will go for pale grey for the hair. So let's start first with the trousers. We can start from here. Okay, I will avoid, as you can see, I put too much water on my brush. That is not okay. We tried not to, of course, not to dirten the part that we already painted. So I will not do exactly the color scheme that we have on the book. I think I will highlight the black with purple color, and I will do this purple as well. And I'm thinking to do the hair, you know, like in how it's called this. At the beginning I was thinking to do the skin black and paint them like in Forgotten Realms. But I decide to go for the pale skin because I think it's contrasting better with black clothes. If you do black skin, black clothes, everything will look too dark. But I'm thinking to keep the hair white. So I think I will do this twist to the painting. I will leave the hair white. I will go for more detail brush to do this and not to tilt into the chocolate cap, better tip. Okay, so I will keep working this black. You may think why I primed this on white if I was thinking to do most black color. I think that at least the skin color, the gold, are going to be much visible, the gold to the brass as you want it. So I will apply the black also where we have. No, the change I will not apply black, I will do it in a different way. So the metallics I will not apply black because I want the metals to clean. But I will do all the clothes that I wanted to be black, okay? So I will be doing that. You can see it can be a little bit slow because I'm taking care not to go into what I paint as the color of the skin. Okay, so I will be doing that and I will be back once this is done. So the black is done, you can see here. So the next step that I will do, I will use purple and I will use most likely let's see if I find it, the Chereus purple to do this part of here. Instead of going for red as is in the color, I will go for purple as I said before. I want to do, and then I will do this type of protection. I don't know how to call this thing that he's just attaching the torso. But I will do all purple. I try not to go too much on the borders, but this is going to be impossible, so I want to be sure that I paint all the inside in purple. And later on we are going to do the borders with the gold color. Okay, but first step is to do the inside with purple. Okay, so I will do that. Let me see. I was really thinking about on the color of this guy. Because I find it's not an easy one. This man. And I always like to do my color scheme. Like to do my interpretation of so normally what I do is I read the description, a little bit of the background, and then I try to do my interpretation. So you see, I paint this part. Okay, I wait until this dries, and while this is drying I will use Chereus purple, sorry, Genestealer purple, no. Okay, and I will do this piece of cloth here. This is just to give a little bit of life. And we're going to paint all this. What I did is I thinned down the paint. There is some texture that I want to save because it is like sewing. I think this miniature is better if you paint the hair before assembly because it's going to be quite difficult to reach. I will do the base color here and I will come back once it's done. Okay, next I'm going to do the base color for the hair, and as I want to do the hair quite pale and have to be different from the skin as well, I will use Administratum Grey as the base color for the hair. So let's shake it well, and we are going to apply Administratum Grey. I also realized that I forgot the ear, so we have to be careful here. It's quite a tricky miniature, this one. It's been a little bit of a challenge on all the paint scheme of this. So what I will do is I will apply the base color, this Administratum Grey, on the miniature. Okay, carefully and thin it. And once this is applied, I will come back and show you how it's looking like. So the base color is applied on the hair, but now to give even more depth, especially in the darker parts, I prepare my own wash with a stone vermin fur. Okay, I then want to go for black. Here you have texture of the wash. I did a tutorial just explaining how to prepare your own wash, but basically it's taking the paint. I put, it's more likely 1/3 of paint, 1/3 of water, and 1/3 of thinner, more or less, even less paint. But really between water and thinner is more or less half and half, more to keep the texture, to keep the properties. And now we are going to do a wash with that. Okay, and the intention is to give more depth and to help me later on the painting of the hair. So yeah, you want that the parts that are really deep are darker, and most likely I will need to end up applying Nude Oil on the deeper recesses, but this will be more pinpointing the different parts where I wanted Nude Oil. Now it's like you can see, it's really thin, it's have the white texture. Okay, and I will apply it on all the hair. Okay, this can be one of the parts, this part here at the bottom, but more likely I will need to go darker later on. And also there are some really deep recesses. This hair is quite challenging if you want to go for a light color. Okay, don't worry if you go a little bit on the skin here. Okay, to be fair, we can apply also this wash on the skin, because this gray is a little bit brown, a little bit warm, and it's quite pale when you apply this as a wash, as you can see. Okay. There was very little pigment on this mixture. I really wanted to be sure that, and I apply a lot of, I try to use a lot of thinner to avoid that to keep the properties of the physical properties of the liquid, of the paints. Because if you apply too much water, you're losing the surface tension is changing, the viscosity is changing, and then the paint is the paint is not acting as you want. So as you can see, this is applied. As any wash, we remove the excess, and when I'm removing the excess, I will apply a little bit on the feet of this miniature, because it is quite a nice texture. This will help me later on painting this part. You can also apply a little bit on the face, very little. just to help to add deepness on the skin as well. So we apply here. So there we go. Okay. Okay. Let's remove this thing here. And now we are going to wait until this dry before doing the next step. We can do one thing to do two washes and to save some time. I'm going to do the purple wash on this purple thing, and to do that I will use, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. We'll use Dvachi Violet on the purple. Shake it well. This will make the purple much darker. Okay. And I'm going to do the same here. We have to trim this piece with gold a little on, but now we prepare the washes. Okay, and this is ready. So now we wait until these two washes dry before doing the next step. So the wash that we prepared have been applied and is dry now. Okay, and I was working the other side to start doing the hair. So this is what I want to do with the hair. So I'm going to do, this is just because I was testing the best way to do it before doing it on camera, and here I will do this side on camera. So to do that I will use these two paints, Palette Witch Flesh, White Scar, and I keep Stone Vermin Fur available just in case I need it. So I will start with Palette Witch Flesh. Okay, and what we are going to do is we are going to pinpoint the different hairs. Okay, so I avoid to do dry brush, and I just start layering or painting the different hairs. Okay, I follow the school. Right, and sorry, I went off camera. So now I will repeat it in camera. If it's possible, I have my camera in the wrong position. No, it's going to be easier. Okay, so I take, for example, the parallel to this one. Okay. This will take time to do it. As you can see, I'm working with quite a thin paint. Okay. Let's take this one. And I keep Stone Vermin Fur next to me. because from time to time you will need to, for example here, I like to put a little bit, just to be sure that I keep a good definition between the two hairs. Okay. So we'll do, for example, this one here. I'm going to do this one here, going up, and then do this. As you can see, I go with A, and I will show that I clean this. Okay. I will do this side and then. Okay. It's quite easy to make mistakes and that you go out of the hair. This is why you will need to keep the dark beige with you. Now with the dark beige, I'm going to go, for example, here. Okay. You find this gray too dark, you can also use a mini straight on gray. So we'll do it off camera, because if not it's going to be too long. We'll try to focus just on this side. Okay. Now I'm going to use school white. School white is much brighter than the Valley Quick Flash. And we focus on just some parts of the hair. Over here. Here. Here we have too much gray, so I will add some of this valley gray. Looks too much dark. Okay, and then with the dark gray, I look like this. And this. Okay. You want to make you want to keep a good definition between the different hairs. Again, I go back with the white. This one is quite tricky one. Something like that. I'm going to pop up also this one here. So the idea is that you just apply this white on some of the hairs. to give. And the most important part of this miniature is the hair. So is the part of the miniature that you want to spend some time. Yeah, and this is how to do. So one side and the other. I will do now the bottom part here and some other parts, and I will show you once this is done. So the next step I will do is I will we'll start working on the gold to start having more the colors in position to understand more how the miniature is looking like, and I will start applying Retributor armor. Okay, and I will do this in all the parts that I want to be gold, and this includes these things that this guy have in the head. Okay, and to be fair, this step is not you only need precision because I don't want to dirt parts that I already painted. But it's a way for me now to help to understanding better the composition of this miniature. Okay. As this is quite not too much mystery, this part, I will do the rest of camera, just showing you what I'm doing. Okay, so I will do that, and I will do the rest. I apply the gold, and I will be back once it's done. The gold is applied on the different parts, you see, applied, and also on this arm. Now the next step, very carefully, we are going to do a wash with Agbat air shade on the gold. We don't want to put too much liquid there, so this is why I say we have to be very careful how we apply this wash. And I will put a little bit here also in the edge. So let me just go. Just a little bit here around the face. And now we are going to put the wash. And this is why you have to be very careful. You don't want to go. This miniature have very little detail. You want to avoid, for example, that is running into the hair. And you don't want to make this too dark. See, this is too much here. So we'll remove. So this is quite a delicate step. it's necessary to make you also want to put a little bit where the border, some borders, for example here. Okay. We're going to correct the face later on, don't worry. And here we can be a little bit more generous because the surrounding parts. This is what I do this part first, because the parts that I did not paint here, I will paint later on silver colors. And this is what I'm doing the whites right now before doing the silver here. Because no, I don't care if I entertain the surrounding surfaces. And I can go more aggressively with the wash. Okay. And also on the bell. And here you want it to have the line. The strong separation with the skin. Okay. Okay, I will remove the excess. And now we are going to do the same here. Okay. This is why I didn't do the skin before. So I want really to be sure that they have a good strong incision between this thing. So you can see I'm following the border. Here at the bottom is not that needed, and then I will go in the middle where I put the purple. And this will make the purple much darker. That is what we want. And then go to the next. I'm going to apply this here. Okay. We're going to try a little bit here. Okay, and then we'll remove a little bit excess. This is good. Okay. Here on the ears. And apply a little more. Now we have the face, and I'm going to put a little bit in the mouth. Because this guy has the mouth open, and we're going to do this to shape the mouth. Okay. So now I will wait until this dries. We need to do also this part. We'll do this part of camera. So it's the same as we did on the other arm. So I will stop the tutorial here. I will do it in two parts. In the next part I will start doing the face and then highlighting the gold and applying the last colors and also painting this part here. Okay, so I will finalize here the first part. It's helping me to edit the video easier. and I think it's also easier for you to watch with the small portions and a super long and never-ending video. So yeah, here we finish the first part of the painting tutorial of this miniature, and I will come back with the second part as very soon. I hope you're enjoying that. Please like if you like it, share, comment, and also you can support me in Patreon, and all the money that I collect in Patreon is dedicated to the channel in different ways, supplying miniatures, equipment, and anything that is needed to run this channel. So that's all for now. I hope you find this interesting. Please leave your comment below. Thanks a lot for watching.